And you and Jordan, I mean, on that first block, you had one on one shoulder, one on the other shoulder. I mean, that's a lot.
Yeah.
How fair is that?
Man, I don't know. I think, now that I think about it, it's almost like us fighting a double team versus the run. But now we're the old lineman. He the D line. He trying to stop us, but I don't know. It's just fun. It's a play where we can use all our power, all our strength, and try to affect the game.
Nice role reversal.
Yeah.
What made you want to do it in college?
No, they threw me in there.
Okay, so
I think every freshman, might have to just go in on, contribute in special teams some type of way. Either I was on kickoff return, stuff like that. So, field goals was just one of them, and we made an impact in college. Now we're trying to make an impact.
So you had a bunch of blocks in college too.
Yeah, me and JD together probably had like 4 or 5, I think, something like that.
Jalen, you played a couple teams here in the beginning of the season that you're very familiar with. Broncos, not so much. Will it be nice to maybe see?
Oh, yeah. No, this schedule this year, it's a lot of new teams. Bears, Detroit. So it's going to be a lot of, different people I'm going to get to see. But, I'm up for the challenge. This is what the NFL for, to see everybody across the league. And, I'm going to be ready just like how they're going to be ready.
Yeah, but I mean the Broncos in particular. What are you seeing about them? I mean, you played the Rams last year, the Chiefs, the Cowboys. Yeah. This is really the first team you've played this season. You haven't seen much. What do you see from them? They're a good team. They like to run the ball. And every defense main goal is to stop the run. So, that's the main goal for us. And we start the run. The offense get a run and put some points on the board. It's time to throw the ball now, and we can have some fun with that. But the main goal is to start the run.
Since Vic Fangio is pretty familiar with the Broncos, was their former head coach, has he imparted any wisdom on you guys? I know it's a totally different team now since he left.
Nah, he coaching how he coach. He just talking to us regular like he do every weekend. It ain't nothing too special. We go out there, we do our job, and we execute. We can get the dub.
What stands out about Bo Nix?
Bo Nix, I've been seeing him. He's an athlete at quarterback. He can run, he can throw. It's not a surprise. Nowadays all quarterbacks are able to run, and they agile and stuff like that. So we just got to find a way to keep him in the pocket and stop him from doing him.
Vic was saying that Bo Nix is kind of like Baker Mayfield's little brother and everything. Do you see similarities between those two?
I don't know too much about him, but watching film, you can see how much he cares about the game and how much he could help a team with his feet and his arms. So, they both got similarities in that. At the end of the day, we trying to stop him. We trying to teach him to get better.
To follow up on your shoulder feeling good, it's pretty clear you were gutting it out at the end of last game. How much do you have to be wary of that going into this game, that it may not feel as good after you're, banging around with a couple of guys during the game?
I don't know. Everybody got injuries depending on if it's small or if it's big. But, when the right time comes, if I need to stop and take a little break to work more on my shoulder, that time is going to come. But as of right now, I feel good enough to play. That's what's going to happen.
How much do you feel like right now has been a trying time for you guys?
As an O-line?
Yes.
Yeah, I think we're working to get better. I mean, there's a lot of things we can improve on.
Do you think you guys are taken for granted sometimes?
I mean, that's O-line, When they suck, hate on them. When they're good, they should be good. So whatever.
Right.
It's our life.
But you've been good for so long.
Yeah, and that's just usually the narrative around O-line,
It's not everywhere, trust me.
Yeah.
It's not with every team. You guys, do you think that's the case, that you are taken for granted sometimes, that you've been so good for so long?
I think just in general in football, we're kind of, put to the side, forgotten, you're not cheered on when you do well. You just, when you mess up, shame on you. When you do well, good. The offense looks great,
Jordan had kind of mentioned maybe urgency, maybe getting to the line of scrimmage a little bit quicker could help the consistency.
Yeah, that's just one part of it, It's all about getting the play in, telling us to play, getting to the line, recognize the defense, making the call. There's so many parts that go into it, and there's so many times it's just clock's getting too low. It's costing us too much.
Is that Nick was talking about too, and just as you said, it's a accumulation of things. But is there sort of a number that you like to be up at the line of scrimmage to check protections and things like that?
Yeah, I think so. I think more of it is just getting the play call and getting out of the huddle at a certain time. You know, when you're getting out so late, everything's so rushed, and you're getting up to the line of scrimmage, especially when you're trying to go through multiple cadences and see what the defense is, and you're getting set. And, you know, like with the bad snap, I mean, I'm just looking at the clock, and it's just like tick, 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 and then you just rush, and then bad things happen. You know, it'd be better to take a penalty than have a bad snap, of course, and, you know, things like that. But things go sideways when you're rushed.
Are moving parts part of that? When by moving parts, I mean Lane's been in and out, Lane's been out and out, Tyler's been in and out a little. Is that part? And also going back to OTAs, you weren't able to go through OTAs. Are all those things factors?
Yeah, it can play a factor, but I mean, when it's talking about speeding up, I mean, a lot of it, yeah, when we're on the road, the right guard, you know, he's the one tapping, helping with the side can, so that can play a factor. But for the most part, I mean, we all got to be accountable, whoever's in there.
Is there anything behind the right guard doing it? It's always been the right guard here. Is there some reason they always do it that way? The silent count is going to be the right guard.
Yeah, I guess so.
And
a lot of teams do.
Sorry to interrupt. Despite this team being 4-0, a lot of the conversations, especially from offense, have been wanting this to look better. You guys wanting to improve on offense. How are you balancing this undefeated winning record with knowing it seems like you guys know there's more in store?
I mean, just control what I can control. I mean, I can't control the narrative. I can control my effort and my energy and what I put in every day, and I can't worry about everything as a whole. You know, like we say, like getting in and out of the huddle for the offense, O-line. I mean, that's what we can control. We can't control what the play is or how it gets called or what time we get it. We can just control what we can control. And, you know, I think guys are doing a good job this week. It's just everybody being a little more tempo and pace and more detailed and trying to have things be a little more crisp.
But that's been great though, man. You know, like I said before, man, he's a great leader, great role model. You know, even when he wasn't playing, I mean, just, you know, he's a jack of all trades. You know, he's a very smart guy, and you know, he knows the game, so he was helping in a way. And you know, now it's great to have him back. You know, we always preach in our room, you know, to have the best linebacker core in the world. So.
How do you foresee, once Jacoby does come back, that affecting the snap counts for all you guys inside linebackers?
Affecting? I mean, I think the main thing is like just making sure like we all focus on the goal, focus on, you know, our day-to-day process and what we have to do. You know, we don't look at it as an aspect of like, oh, like you got these rep counts or like I got these rep counts. There's no like feelings involved in it. Like we all know that we're great players. You know, it's a brotherhood. You know, and like I said earlier, man, you know, we are striving to be the best linebacker core in the world. So that's the main thing we focus about.
How much you guys all push each other? And
say it again.
How much do you guys all push each other and, you know, kind of compete with each other?
Every day. I mean, you know, you got Indy, you know, with our great coach Bobby King and, you know, Ronell Williams. You know, we go over a lot of different things to, you know, help us, you know, evaluate ourselves and execute the plays that we need to execute in the game and in practice. So, you know, we all help each other out, though.
What stands out to you about the Broncos' offense and Bo Nix?
I mean, Bo Nix is a good quarterback. You know, I've seen him in college a little bit. I mean, they're kind of like a old school boot type of style of an offense. You know, Bo Nix, I think he's like a Baker Mayfield Jr. a little bit. You know, he's a guy that likes to just do a lot of different things, like to scramble, you know, whenever he's in trouble or whenever, you know, he can't find anything. They have great backs over there, great tight ends, great O-line. You know, it's going to be a great game to, you know, just go out there and compete.
And then I expect that you're knee-deep in preparation and whatnot, and you know, you might not have time to keep track of the other teams, but as a local guy, are you a big Phillies fan? Are you keeping track of what they're doing right now, what they're about to start in the postseason?
Who are you talking about?
The Phillies.
Oh, yeah, Red October, baby. Yeah, it's time to go. That's it.
So as a local guy from South Jersey and a Philadelphia sports fan, now playing for one of the Philadelphia teams, how cool does it feel to be a part of such an exciting time of Philadelphia sports?
I can't lie, it's actually cool because not only like just is it cool for football, but it's more so cool just to see like the excitement and the joy and, you know, like everybody just coming together just to watch the other sports. I'm really excited to actually go to a Flyers game. I can't lie. I haven't been to one, so it'll be fun. I'm pretty sure.
What is intriguing to you about getting to the Flyers game?
I think just the energy, like it's so electric, like at hockey games. So I always wanted to go to one, not to drink and nothing like that, but to really just watch it and just have a great sightsee.
Are you going to catch any of the baseball games while you're preparing for your next opponent and whatnot?
I mean, as the time come, whenever that is, maybe. I done went to a few before. There was one game I went to where Kyle he hit about 4 home runs, and I was like, wow, that's crazy.
Are you at the 4 home run game for
sure? Yeah, that was wild. That was wild for sure. Shout out to you, Kyle.
What goes into red zone defense, and why do you think you guys have been so efficient down there making plays?
I mean, it's important, right? It's important to our pregame to understanding situational aware football. Understanding that we cannot let them score, we cannot let them get a first down, and it's very crucial down there. It's about locking in. Like we're locked in once we step on the field, but red zone is a little different because now they're kind of close to the end zone. So I think the biggest thing is just getting stops when we can, get turnovers when we can, and really just get off the field so we can get our offense back in position to
What's
go
the
score.
confidence level when a team gets down inside the 20 that you guys are going to find a way to make a play?
I mean, I know if I was on offense, I'd probably get confident being down there in the red zone. So I think some teams are confident, but we don't really worry about that. We worry about how confident we are in ourselves to create a turnover to get the ball to our offense.
Well, we talked about last week. You told us at least about how you wanted to take on a bigger role with this defense with the injury. How do you feel like that went in the game?
It went smooth. Played a lot more. I think my reps jumped up to an extra 20 reps, so just getting back in football shape. These past 3 games been more like a training camp for me. Just learning the defense and just getting back into football shape.
And the shape one thing, you talked to us as well about learning this playbook and Vic Fangio saying, hey, we're going to open up the whole playbook last week. The mental side of this defense, where is that at for you?
It's in a good headspace. Me just basically learning the base defense now is where I'm at. Basically dropping in coverage and knowing more of the coverage role that I have to play for this defense to help this team be a better defense.
And there's a lot of attention, especially this week, on the state of the offense. They are honest with us, they want to improve, but you're seeing this Eagles defense winning a lot of games for this team. When you look at this roster, have you always known that's a possibility here?
I don't even look at that. I just look at it as one, we're all playing together. Obviously, defense have bad games sometimes and the offense pick us up, and then the offense have bad games sometimes and the defense pick the offense up. So it just work hand in hand. I'm not just going to say that it's either or. I just look at it as one, So I'm just happy to be here and happy to go out here and possibly go 5-0 this week.